Right, lesson number one, warm your fucking bike up, guys. Where you going in? Right. Yeah, so lesson number one, warm your bike up a bit longer. Yeah, this run will do it. Right, so funny story time. I bet I can guess none of you have ever at any point ever done this with your mates. Right, so this was a good decade ago, maybe even about 11 years. I was working at a shit place, and I was technically like supervisor of this warehouse, right? And the new bunch come in and I met this guy. I won't name his name, but he's been in one of my videos before. Sexy bastard. And we kind of like became friends because although I was technically supervisor, I needed somewhere to stay because I was in the process of saving to rent my own place. So he's like, he barely knew me, he's like, oh, come stay over, come stay over. It's like, oh, okay then, because that's not risky at all. So yeah, I stayed over and we got on really well. And eventually I got my own place, but I'd always go around here a couple of nights a week just to chill out, play some games, have a good bum. And obviously you get to the point where you're so fucking bored. Neither of us had any money, so we couldn't get like takeout food and watch a film or anything really. It was quite cold. And we were just in his kitchen looking for something to eat because it was too late to order food anyway. And he gets into the bottom of his freezer and it's like, oh fuck's sake, all this chicken is out of date. I had like a massive economy bag of frozen chicken bits, like really cheap chicken, and it had been like way out of date, so obviously we can't fucking cook it because we'll die. So yeah, without looking at each other, well, without speaking to each other, we basically had the same idea, which was to take the chicken into his back garden. He basically lived on by a main road, not like a massive main road, just a road like this, but his house was facing the road, so we went into the garden and thought it would be a fucking genius idea to throw the chicken over the roof of his house and see if it will land in the road. That's right. In my younger years I used to throw chicken in the road. Yeah, we were a bit silly, so basically we were throwing chicken at cars. Yes, I was a little shit. Yeah, so if any of you guys need an extra hobby, there you go. You kind of got one. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you're bored, check your freezer out. You might be pleasantly surprised. Fish fingers out of date. Don't worry, throw them at people. That reminds me of another story not too long ago. Well, That reminds me of another story from even longer ago. This is when I lived in a teeny weeny town in Norfolk. And I was probably about 11 at the most. Oh, I got myself climbing up my bloody nose then. And yeah, this was when I lived in a tiny town in Norfolk. And it was really cold, and I mean like colder than what we're having now. And it was for southeast UK at the time. It was very cold, like, and it would snow for a whole fucking week straight. And so obviously you had like your snowball fights and everything, and I would occasionally I'd be the risk taker. It's like if my mate was bored and he dared me to do something, I would do it. And it's like, oh, I dare you to throw a snowball at a car. Not like at the windscreen, we weren't stupid, but as they were coming past in fast moving traffic, just to like throw it to the side so it hit like the wheel and exploded. Bear in mind, this is a snowball I'm throwing at a car, nothing hard or anything that could cause the car any damage whatsoever. Right, so I'm like, yeah, not much of a dare, I'll do it. So I do it, right? So I pick up the snowball and I lob it to the side fairly hard, and all of a sudden you hear bang! Obviously I decided to pick up a bit of snow with a massive lump of ice in the fucking thing, and the car screeched to a halt. Bear in mind, this guy was mid fucking traffic, right? He was proper mid traffic, and he just got out of his fucking car there, and just chased us for ages. He was pretty much keeping up with us, and this was when I was running like cross country and stuff for like the army cadets. He was keeping up, and bear in mind, he left his fucking car the other side of town in the middle of the road, and he eventually caught us because we were hiding behind some wheelie bins. So he eventually caught us, and he was like really nice and polite. We thought we were gonna die. Fucking brilliant. Yeah, I was never a horrible youth. I was stupid sometimes. Yeah, that's this Moto Vloggy done. I will see you guys next time. Bye.